family, and I knew that this was one of those times I had to be strong. I don't want to live with the uncertainties of FC, or wonder whether I should seek treatment. I am ready. Because today, there's Harmony, a revolutionary treatment for the most common type of chronic hepatitis C. Harmony is proven to cure up to 99% of patients who had no prior treatment. It's the one and only cure that's 1 pill, resident for 12 months. Certain patients can be cured with just 8 weeks of Harmony. With Harmony, there's no interference, and there are no complex regimens. Tell your doctor if you have other liver or kidney problems or other medical conditions, and about all the medicines you take, including herbal supplements. Harmony should not be taken with any medicines containing milk, fabric, or sections. It also should not be taken with any other medicine that contains salt. Side effects may include tiredness and headache. I am ready to put health behind. I am ready to be cured. Are you ready? Ask your Pepsi specialist if Harmony is right for you. I'm going to take it from the guys on that. What do you like? Gradually straighten your teeth with a series of clear aligners and start seeing results in just a few months. Invisalign, for the confidence of a great smile. Take your free smile assessment at Invisalign.com. Use digital paper sealants designed and assembled in the USA. Our beautiful blended line experts at RJ Reynolds for great patient satisfaction. Use for perfect form, first love, every time. It's been an incredible season, and now it's time to share more than ever before with this present for marriage. She's the over-yard at the beginning. And here's the 2-hour magazine hits season finale, Tuesday starting at 8 on CLC. 20-year-old Victoria didn't know that she was pregnant and unexpectedly gave birth to a baby in her mother-in-law's bedroom. Her husband waits anxiously for paramedics to arrive.
Somebody in the family pointed me to where she was. I looked in the bedroom, and Victoria was on her knees. It's okay. She was having a panic attack. Yeah, she was like, I just can't believe this is happening. I can't believe this is happening. Dad looked like he was on another planet. I mean, he was just kind of like in a daze.
What about my wife? This new baby, it was just a lot of process.
It seemed like it was unreal. I would never figure in the world that I would have a grandbaby born in my room.
Paramedics cut the umbilical cord and worked to stabilize Victoria and her baby.
Here she didn't even know she was pregnant, so she had no prenatal care.
There was the blood coming out, and I was freezing, I was shaking.
I was concerned for her. When this baby came out, it came out too fast and too hard, and she started bleeding on the inside, which did actually end up in fatal. The infant was the one that I was the most concerned about because that can just go from good to bad so fast.
Take me on the structure 35 and I'll get my ambulance.
I would check the mom, check the baby, check the mom, check the baby. I I was petrified. I was sick to my stomach. I felt like my heart was racing on and off an hour. And I was like constantly praying, Lord, please help me. Please make sure nothing but wrong with this. Both the mother and the baby were in danger.
Got looking for the first time, and I realized this is my baby. I'm ready to be your mommy and take care of you and love you. Then it hit me. I had done no prenatal care. Also, I was wearing a girdle, and it was very, very tight.
If a woman is wearing a girdle and it's extremely tight, it could theoretically decrease the amount of blood flow to the pregnancy, which could limit the pregnancy's growth. Further, it caused a rupture of the amniotic sac and induced preterm labor. I did not feel healthy enough to survive.
I felt awful. I felt terrible because it was completely my fault if anything was wrong with it.
There was opportunity for so many problems that intersects. You feel bad for the child and you feel like bad for the family.
When I got to the hospital, I knew I had to tell Victoria's parents what had happened, so I called.
Well, and he just said to me, Victoria had a baby. Okay. And I started screaming, what? I didn't know if this baby was okay. I didn't know if she was okay. All I knew was she had a baby at her in-law's house.
True or false? A baby can smile while in the womb. Your answer when we return.
All right, ready? Is that just feeling right?
Here, in this dojo. Talking about how awesome it is until you experience it yourself. Season of the Milk next Tuesday, 26:09 at TLC. If you have a flat tire, then actually need a turn on the heating. God does emergency motor. Then 20 minutes. Oh, flat tire. If you want to take where it's a bit more dramatic on that last line, yeah? Okay.
Someone help me! I have a flat tire!
That's good for me. What do you think? Geico, 15 minutes can save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Shopping on eBay.com, I've made over $900 in cashback. It's an online mall with everything that you can possibly imagine, from diapers to party goods to sporting goods. I buy from the basic necessities that I need all the way up to high-end shop. Even if the website with thousands of stores that I shop through and continue to shop, I can get anything and everything. From clothing to computers, travel and phone. Get up to 40% cash back if you did. Don't swing down and get a $10 bonus. When Rose first started with us, she was just coming out of the hospital. It's been a better situation. I can always depend upon her to help me. I'm home. That makes me happy. We're here to get her back into her routine and be able to live the life she wants to live. And all that to be trusted with that responsibility.
It's not easy to ask for help. And the picture can help you get to usually covering some health insurance plans. We pay up to $50,000 for the cost of getting no money on profit. Your first step in getting starts with one free product and no obligation call. And I believe you still need to. The first step is to call individually 1-800-435-1043.
Right. Of course, I brought up the class.
Breaking stress makes it hard sick. or false? A baby can smile while in the womb. Your answer, true. Advances in ultrasound technology prove that babies can smile and even cry as early as 26 weeks after conception. 20-year-old Victoria has given birth to a baby boy she had no idea she was carrying. Her mother just got the surprising news.
I just went crazy for about 2 minutes, and then I just pulled myself together and I said, I gotta get to my dad. The nurses were saying, the blood pressure's up, you really got to calm down. And I was saying, I'm not going to calm down. Then if you answer any more questions.
It was the most difficult experience to deal with. My worst fear was Victoria died or someone else baby died. After a thorough examination of Victoria, doctors cleared her of any life-threatening complications. Victoria seemed to be doing well. It was a relief.
When drinking my baby, just for I would ask and think every 5 minutes, is he okay?
After a few hours, the doctors came in and they said that the baby's healthy.
So when I heard that, it was the greatest feeling in the world. I was pretty fun.
He weighed 6 pounds, 6 ounces. He was 36 weeks.
I kept telling her, what are we going to name him? What are we going to name him?
We call him a miracle baby. Miracle is a good name. We call him the name. We named him William Brody.
Brody is what we call him on a daily basis.
In my mind, I said, how did this happen? How did we not realize that you were pregnant?
We still can't look back and say this is the exact date he was conceived. Our anniversary is October 25th, so we were kind of close with that. The lady told me the only symptom that really sticks out just looked like I was heavy and overweight.
We compared it to David Ryan. Stomach was round.
I was expecting my next pregnancy to be the same as my first pregnancy, and none of those symptoms ever showed up.
One cannot know she's pregnant if the signs she will be associated with pregnancy aren't there. So, for example, if a person experiences that they got Bell's palsy with the pregnancy, it's reasonable to expect that she will again. However, it's actually quite uncommon to get Bell's palsy in current pregnancies.
Well, David and I was induced, so I had no idea what contractions felt like. That's why I didn't recognize where these pains were coming from.
When you feel pregnancy, she may have gotten a happy girl very early during labor, and she didn't use the sensation of labor.
If I would have never gone through it, I would have thought it was impossible. I'm definitely living proof that it happened.
Today, 4 months after his surprise arrival, William Brody is making his parents happier than ever.
They look forward to getting off work and going home and cooking dinner, and they sit on the floor and play with the boys. They really are amazing parents. Their life is for their kids.
I'm the luckiest guy in the world.
I love it. I wouldn't want it any other way. I have a husband who loves me and adores me, and I have 2 gorgeous, healthy babies who I love and adore. Life is just good.
If you or someone you know has ever been pregnant without knowing it led up to delivery, please go to tlc.com/pregnant for information on how to submit your story. The following program contains dramatizations of real people and events. Some names and identifying details may have been changed. They've given birth at amusement parks.
Things on the roller coaster, my stomach hurts really bad.
On boats.
Hanging on to the roller coaster, like, trying not to pass out so much water.
Take a look. And while on the job.
I'm confused. Kind of scared.
And more shocking than where they gave birth is that these women didn't even know they were pregnant.
We always use condoms every time we have sex.
Now it's time for the 10 most outrageous You counted down the 10 most astonishing stories ever read back to him, and said that I was pregnant. That was sad. I didn't know I was pregnant. Most shocking countdown. Most shocking birth number 10. In January of 2009, teenager Emily is a single mom, caring for her son Peter, while living at home with her mother Tina and her younger brother Logan.
Very at a young age, it didn't bother me very much. I've grown really fast.
Emily's boyfriend Charlie lives nearby and gets a job to help support his new family. I wanted to be a good father, step up.
After Gabriel, I really did not want to have another kid. Without his son for control. I was on the pill for about 6 months, and after that, I was taking it and returning to condoms.
Despite the fact that Emily knows what pregnancy feels like, she and her family never suspect she might be pregnant and attribute the signs to other causes.
Emily was very tired. I come home and her and Gabriel were taking out together, but I assume that is something she has to tolerate.
On the night of February 4th, Emily is feeling feverish and decides to take a shower to cool off.
In the middle of my shower, I started to slowly pain at the top of my stomach. And then it slowly started to burn. It was unbearable. And it felt like someone was ripping my intestines. I was laying on the couch just crying because I really thought I was dying. I was calling Charlie, he was not working. My mother was out with her friends, and I was trying to call him and call him, but she never answered.
Where we were at, very noisy, couldn't hear everything. So I didn't pick my phone until we were walking out, and there was all these text messages from Emily and some from Logan saying Emily's trying to get a hold of me, something's really wrong with her. You gotta go home. I'm running in the house. I'm like, Emily, are you okay?
My mom started asking where I were.
She pointed right to where her pants were at. Oh my God, I think it's pointing at her.
While her brother babysits her son, Emily is rushed to the ER.
She did drive as fast as she possibly could towards the hospital, which was about 15 miles.
The whole ride there was a nightmare. I was crying, screaming the whole way.
Okay, we're here. I'm holding.
Gabe got out of the car very excited,
Yeah, somebody come quick.
and then all of a sudden I started hurting. And I felt this burst, like a sudden like gush. And then I felt something like going down my leg. I thought that was my appendix was first, until I kind of felt something down next to my leg. I could hear like a little tiny noise. I was in shock.
And she looked at me. Her eyes are as big as saucers. I just heard tiny, itty bitty mouth cry.
And she pulled back the towel. I looked down at the baby and I felt here. They were really baggy, really wide at the bottom, so he had just remember and just climbed right out of him.
She just kept saying over and over and over, Mom, I didn't know, Mom, I didn't know.
I had no idea I was pregnant. A doctor and 2 nurses just rushed out of the hospital. The nurses put the umbilical cord and wrapped the baby up in a sheet and put me in a wheelchair.
It takes nearly an hour for Emily to finally get news on the condition of her baby. There is a beautiful, healthy baby.
He was actually 39 weeks. He was full term. He weighed 7 pounds, 4 ounces, and he was a beautiful baby.
Coming in at number 9, a surprise birth. Even though the mother was using an actual form of birth control. It's May 2008, and 26-year-old Giselle and her husband Felix welcomed baby Naomi 7 months earlier. And now Giselle just can't lose the belly she put on during pregnancy.
It won't fall down. And they know The very last thing the woman told you to have something.
She doesn't even consider that she might be pregnant.
My obstetrician has told me breastfeeding is 98% effective as a birth control.
Breastfeeding can be an effective method of birth control if it's been 6 months or less since you've had your baby, if you're exclusively breastfeeding, and you haven't started getting your period yet.
So I thought, okay, something like that I can get pregnant.
But still, Giselle's belly just won't go away, even if she begins a diet and exercise program.
I started running up and down the steps, also jumping rope, and I still didn't find that effective.
Then, one night,
But 1 o'clock in the morning, I started to feel a lot of pain and a lot of heavy cramping, and I thought, okay, maybe it's my regular cycle coming back. I went to the bathroom, there was no bleeding, so I thought, okay, maybe it's a really bad clot or something. So a little bit after 3 o'clock, I said, you know what? I'm getting dressed and going to the hospital. I have to go to the hospital.
Naomi, I'm gonna call a cab.
Naomi was 9 months at the time. Didn't make good sense to leave Naomi up. And I was just so annoyed and so much pain. I could not meet.
by the time Giselle reaches the hospital, the pain is unbearable.
I was just almost in tears. I don't know what this is. I'm scared. I was screaming. I tried to sit down where I was waiting to be seen. I could not sit down. I started to feel pressure. I went behind the curtain, took off my pants, put on a rubber. As soon as I stood up, I felt the pain get worse and worse. I felt something moving through my body. So I'm wondering, okay, what's going on? I thought I had something through. The nurse screamed, oh my God, it's a baby. I had a pair of old shoes there, so she dropped on my shoe. I was just completely shocked. She wasn't breathing. She was blue and we just took her away.
As doctors resuscitate the unconscious 2.7-pound woman, they discover her left lung has collapsed and she is almost 3 months premature. Her chances for survival are not good. Felix rushes to the hospital and is as surprised as Giselle that she was pregnant.
Because of the fall, she could have hemorrhage in the brain. I mean, it was just so much so fast. The blood pressure was very low. The heart rate was very low. They said all you can do is just really pray at this point. They realized how bad it really, really was.
Miraculously, after spending 2 months in the hospital, a now healthy baby Abigail comes home in the loving arms of Giselle and Felix. Coming up,
The pain was just unbearable.
and later,
And that's when I started to feel nauseous.
when the I didn't know I was pregnant, shocking countdown continues.
This kid makes statements like he went off the lead. So when we had him, we bought one of those washing machines, just trying to keep him up. That thing ran forever.
Turns out it wasn't a machine, it was a detergent. So we switched to Tide Turboclean, and now we get way way faster.
Which is so appreciated. Make a mess. Make a mess. Make a mess. Make a big mess.
Tide HE Turbo Clean. 6 times the cleaning power in half the time. That's my Tide. What's yours?
I don't want to live with the uncertainties of FC, or wonder whether I should seek treatment.
I am ready.
Because today, we're talking a revolutionary treatment for the most common type of chronic hepatitis C. Harmony is proven to cure up to 90% of patients who had no prior treatment. It's the one and only cure that's one pill once a day for 12 weeks. Certain patients can be cured with just 8 weeks of Harmony. With Harmony, there's no interfering and there are no complex regimens. Tell your doctor if you have other liver or kidney problems or other medical conditions, and about all the medicines you take, including herbal supplements. Harmony should not be taken with any medicines containing Euro, Rifampin, or St. Johnson. It also should not be taken with any other medicine that contains salt. Side effects may include tiredness and headache. I am ready to put Hep C behind me. getting ready to be cured. Are you ready? Ask your Pepsi specialist if Carbonated is right for you.
Finally, something that works. Helps all my digestion problems. My immune system says that. People don't just say this about probiotic. Culturelle is a proven probiotic that supports digestive and immune health. Culturelle is number one for a reason. Look at these shoes, they're so cute.
That's only $39.95 on Just Now.
Something entirely new is being built in the Bounty jar. Big Bounty jar. Just rinse and ready. So you can blast right through tough messes and pick up more. New Bounty jar. This is amazing.
I know it's hard.
Real people who discover this high holes in check.
First of all, it's so pretty.
Hi, I'm Jeremy. I just got into veterinary school.
And I'm Jeremy from the Great.
That was your mom, dad, and mom next to
And that was here we got my public chance and I started training, being a
They said at Infections Academy I was having to write her
and I made lots of friends.
I had great teachers and classes that really prepared me to come.
Well, I guess all my hard work paid off for you.
For all of us, right, Sam? Commonwealth Connections. The tuition-free public cyber school. I am an incredible season, and now I'm done sharing more than ever before, which is quite good for marriage. She's the over yard at the beginning. Notice the 2 hour 19 kids season finale, Tuesday starting at 8 on CBS. You were watching, and I didn't know I was pregnant. Most shocking countdown. Here's number 8. It's the fall of 2005, and 34-year-old Dawn Canal experiences strange digestive issues.
I didn't feel like emotions. I wrote it up again. And me and my husband did kind of make a joke that I have like a little alien inside. So it was that.
What seems like a clear sign of pregnancy is not so obvious to Dawn.
I wrote to that I didn't really remember.
It's quite a weekly big deal to get pregnant.
She was diagnosed with polycystic ovarian syndrome, a condition that puts her at a high risk of infertility.
The news was just heartbreaking to me.
Dawn and her husband Keith now take it for granted that she can never get pregnant.
I was never trying to have a child.
So on Friday the 13th of January 2006, when she is paralyzed by excruciating back pain, she visits the person best suited to deal with such problems. Her chiropractor. Tell me kind of what's going on.
A lot of pain on one side, concentrated like right here.
I was assuming that the psoas muscles, especially on the left side, was really, really tight on her. What I'd like to do today is go ahead and give you an adjustment and see if I can bring some relief that way. Come in, it's too hard.
He said, okay, well, we're getting a little bit better.
But the relief is short-lived.
The pain was not getting any better. It was getting much worse.
Dr. Benson understood Dawn's body may have reacted to her last adjustment and possibly caused a bowel obstruction due to nerve root pressure in her lower back. She really hadn't had a consistent bowel movement in approximately a week's period of time. But I said perhaps utilizing an enema may do something to break everything loose.
I got a depository. Inserted it. She laid back down. Probably a half hour later, all but shook. I finally feel it coming.
And he goes, baby, push it. The pain was just unbearable. So I pushed it out, and then I was just yelling and screaming that I had relief. Finally, the pain was gone. Hallelujah. And I was just about ready to get up to go back to bed when
I heard her cry. And so the coyote's running hard tonight. And I stood up and I looked out, and there was this little girl laying in the doorway looking at me. Incredible. Dawn discovers that what she thought was a coyote howling were actually the lead cries of her own baby. The doctors revealed that Dawn's baby girl is 5 weeks premature, but after a 10-day stay in the NICU, little Ariel goes home. Here's number 7. A mom who had no idea she would work in the morning and come home with a baby. In 2009, 19-year-old Annette was a busy life in the city, juggling work and college, and she's been dating Dennis for 2 years.
I'm in love.
Fortunately for Yanelle and Dennis, working together at the mall allowed them plenty of opportunities to see each other. Even though she was working part-time and going to school full-time, they still managed to see each other every day. In late March, Yanelle squeezes a doctor visit into her busy schedule.
I went to the OBGYN and I did get from a urine sample.
You are not pregnant. It's welcome news for the young student.
I didn't want any kids until I was the age of 30, and after I got married, of course. Me and Dennis, we always use condoms every time we have sex.
Throughout the summer, Yanelle's period arrives each month on time.
Without a bit.
Yeah,
That scares me
in
now.
early November, Yanelle wakes up with severe cramps.
It was a really horrible pain. Waiting for the bus. I kept walking back and forth because I felt like I had to do a foul for me. When I got to the mall, I ran to Dennis and I told him I wasn't feeling well at all. I felt like I had to do number 2. I ran to the bathroom and I stayed in the bathroom for 5 minutes, but number 2 never passed it. I was scared.
She is a tough woman to see her in that state. Whether she would fight this move, you know you should not be here like that. Dennis helps Yanelle to the stock room, where she tries to take a nap to relieve her pain.
I was alone and I felt like pressure in my vagina. When I looked down, there was water on the floor. I couldn't even scream. It hurt so much.
Yanelle moves to the hallway, where Dennis returns to find her. She told me she had felt a blood down her back. She actually see if I felt it too.
He didn't want to know. So I grabbed his hand. He felt the head already was coming out. And that's when, oh man, we're having a baby.
I am freaking out. Situation. With no cell phone service in the stock room, Dennis needs to call 911.
Now when operator was on my we still get on the wall.
After a phone call based on the
I felt like I was dying, like I was being paralyzed.
it was pretty hectic because there were people who were trying to get stuff on their stock room on top of crying that she's behaving. Finally, after 30 minutes, an ambulance arrives at the mall.
It's okay, it's okay. I'm like, wait a second, take it out, take it out.
When the EMT cut her underwear, I saw her full head.
And he said, men have to push out if they had it already on. He just pulled the key right there, and I'm like, that's the key right there that he pulled in. And I'm telling him, like, are you sure that's my baby? I was in shock.
The 6-pound, 2-ounce baby boy is full term and healthy.
There's no baby here.
Coming up, the top 10 countdown continues.
I'm already in shock that I have one baby, and I'm telling him I have another baby.
I didn't know I was pregnant. It was shocking.
The clock goes clock, 5, 6, 7, 8 o'clock, 9, 10, 11, 12 o'clock, 12 o'clock.
On May 29th, I'm so excited I feel like a teenager will leave one movie. Oh, have you cheering all summer long? You don't have to go any service. I can't call you by your name. I'm not going to get friends. Totally, sir. You do all you can to get them safe. So, the Mitsubishi Outlet named one of America's safest movies. And was represented for 72 months by the Mitsubishi Outlet.
Okay, class. Who can tell me about Dairy Care's exclusive 5-point purity comment? It contains no artificial growth hormone. Good. What else? It comes from udder. Oh, our milk is tested for antibiotics to ensure purity. Yes, but above all, it's fresh from your local dairy. And it's cold shipped right to your door. Introducing Dairy Care, the only brand of milk backed by a 5-point purity comment. Start pure, stay pure, Dairy Care. Like milk.
So, can I see a couple thanks? Are you going to get a ticket? I'm going to change. Just up to 2 more hours.
We should get pulled over more often.
You earned so many points. We're practically a whole plus in air. Is it out? 15,000 points gets you 300% 500 hotels. Sign up at rewards.com today. Leftovers. We eat it, we use it, we make it. Even when it's done, there's stuff left over. You don't want to power clean. Power Sweet Talk Try-On messes in seconds. A drop of dawn and grease is gone. It's been a long way since lately on the show.
Everything changed. One thing just your mom. What I think you're going to flip.
You don't have your family. You have nothing.
Alright, ready? So just fill in the
Fear does not exist in this dojo. It tells you about how awesome it is to go and experience it yourself. Tuesday, May 26th at 9 on TLC. Unit number 6 on I've been Blondie's Pregnant Most Shocking. A mom gets a double surprise that she never saw coming. Susan Bones lost her husband to pneumonia in 1994, leaving the 34-year-old to raise her son Josh alone.
Are you alright? Yeah, I'm fine.
2 years after her husband's death, the 36-year-old has a new man in her life.
Gosh, I have been taking my birth control again, but I wasn't.
So when she skips her cycle in January 1997, she decides to take a home pregnancy test.
And it came up negative. About a month later, I did another one, and it was negative.
But just 3 months later, Susan is overwhelmed by sudden pain.
I just remember my stomach and my back was hurting really bad. I thought, yeah, hello, I'm dying. This is going to be it right here. I need to ambulance go.
The ER staff worked to diagnose Susan's symptoms of intense back and stomach pain. A nurse brings in a portable potty. She begins experiencing incredibly strong pressure on her bladder and an even stronger urge to push.
I just kind of stood up over the potty, just a little bit, and just pushed.
A few seconds later, Susan makes a stunning discovery. Her water breaks on its own. She didn't even know she was pregnant.
I was shocked. I could not believe I was having a baby.
No! Stop me!
The newborn lands headfirst into the plastic portable potty. The force of the unassisted birth report to 7 on its own. This unexpected birth shocked Susan, but what happens next is even more shocking.
I'm gonna check some things out.
As the doctor examines her, she makes a new discovery.
So they did here. What? No, how?
How could Susan Rose not have known that she was pregnant and in labor with twins?
I'm already in shock that I have one baby, and they're telling me I'm gonna have a third baby.
Susan is rushed into the delivery room. There is no time for pain medication.
And it was like she was just holding on for it to let go, and all of a sudden he lost his grip. And it was like I could feel him lose her in trouble.
Just minutes later, Susan actually delivers a second baby, but just an hour before she didn't know she was pregnant. Naomi Michelle Bowes weighs 3 pounds 14 ounces, and Michael Larry Bowes weighs 4 pounds 14 ounces. They are about 2 months premature. Miraculously, both twins fully recovered from their surprising birth.
But the Alamites, they shouldn't be here. And they were pregnant. Nothing was wrong.
We're halfway through our countdown of the most shocking births. Here's number 5.
Hi, Moya. How can I get for you today?
28-year-old Danielle is a single parent of 3, ages 5, 7, and 8, balancing motherhood with her job as a manager at a fast food restaurant.
It's kind of stressful trying to be mom and being a full-time manager.
Danielle has a steady boyfriend.
We were together for 6-7 months. I was not trying to have another child.
Danielle's health clinic requires her to take monthly pregnancy tests in exchange for free birth control pills.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
My first test was in May, and my second test was in June. Both tests were negative.
On the morning of December 21st, 2007, Danielle begins experiencing stomach pains.
I thought I was just cramping since I'm on my menstrual period.
By the time Danielle gets to the restaurant that day, things take a turn for the worse.
When I was washing my hands, I felt like I was going to pass out. Are you okay? She thought she was on her period. She just started freaking out because there was more blood than usual. I don't know what? Okay. So we just afterwards, one of the starts having cramps and she's got some blood. And it's just all over the place. It keeps like, anyway, you can be pregnant. Kind of scared.
A few seconds later, her water breaks.
That's when I started getting heavier and heavier, and it moved to the front of my stomach and went down. And then that's when I noticed his head was coming out. That's how I freaked out. Okay, we're on the way. I was so shaky and so weak.
Danielle vacuumly delivers a 6-pound, 5-ounce baby boy.
And then him fall because his head might have hit the floor. The baby came out and went to the toilet. Is the baby in the toilet right now? The baby's in the toilet. Okay, tell her to pull the baby out of the toilet immediately. Get the baby out.
As the 911 operator instructs them on how to care for the newborn, paramedics arrive to rush mother and child to the hospital.
Let me just find that out. Name that baby oxygen, please.
The hospital staff assessed the newborn at 2 months premature. Luckily, 2 weeks after the dramatic birth, both Danielle and her son Austin are healthy enough to go home. Coming up, the countdown continues.
And that's when I started to feel nauseous.
I woke up. There's a baby with her.
Fine, you know I was pregnant, most shocking. They say after seeing the nutrition-maker's assistant disappear, Mr. Quinn came up with a product that makes their virtually disappear. He called it the magic eraser. It cleans like magic, even baked on dirt disappears right before your eyes. Mr. Clean's Sapphirus.
How do you meet the right person at parties?
Like your friends, stuff like that.
If you knew this guy was at a party, would you go?
Absolutely.
It looks like fun. Definitely will. That party exists. Just match.
Yes. There's a free day.
My brother had a house plan.
We never visited these in the cemetery there.
What cemetery thing?
That's what I was built on a farm cemetery. They must have moved the bodies. I think they just moved past.
So in your
Something entirely new is being built in the Valley of Dawn. The Valley of Dawn, not just friends and way. So you can pass through tough lessons and pick up more. New Valley of Dawn.
I can't do this anymore. What do you tell us?
What's wrong? Look, we never do sort of physics stuff. We don't need to count it anymore.
Sorry. I haven't really counted you in months.
You've been drinking it for months.
Every night.
Dare to compare a soda film snoopy today. Visit your local retailer or soda.com.
Before, but any technologies that can miss out on the farm after language leading the way. Children's Liquor is non-housing and services. It gives kids effective, long-lasting relief from even their toughest symptoms. After language is the stop.
You do so hard on them. Gold on for clean. 7 moisturizers, 3 vitamins, plus heal and soften your colored skin. Keep on Gold on. Ultimate lotion, ultimate skin.
And an incredible season. And now designers share more than ever before, which is president for marriage. She's the lower yard of bikini. It's the 2-hour 19-page season finale. Tuesday starting at 8 on TLC. We're counting down the 10 most shocking stories from I Didn't Know I Was Pregnant. Here's number 4. 36-year-old Christine is an elementary school teacher and mother of 2 young girls. Recently divorced, she began seeing new boyfriend Matt in the spring of 2008.
He's a great guy. We enjoy doing the same things. And he's a little younger.
I'm 23, Christina's 36.
Matt and I have talked about someday maybe having a baby, but not right now.
So Matt and Christine take full precautions.
Because I'm still
Asked her every month if she was getting her period because I was not at this point in my life when I'm ready to have kids.
Ashley, thanks, let's go.
While the girls spend weekends with their dad, Christine joins Matt on his boat. As they head to bed, Christine is feeling unwell.
Just a little bit of cramps. And they started to get worse. And my back hurt. And it kind of came around the sides a little bit.
Okay. She said she was crampy, that the period was supposed to be here any day. So I fell asleep.
I think I might have dozed off for a few minutes. And then I woke up and I just pain was worse than it had been. And that's when I started to feel nauseous. So I went outside to the back of the boat because I thought I was going to be sick. I sat down and I put my feet into the water. I did start to feel a little lightheaded and pain. I was afraid I was going to pass out and walk back to the boat, so I was trying to get up to go back into the boat. I stood up and all of a sudden I felt something dripping down my legs. And I took my pants off. I wanted to see what was happening. It was blood trickling down my leg. I touched down there and I could feel something and it felt like rubber. That's when I really freaked out. I thought I was dying. By the grace of God, he heard me somehow.
Christina was on the swim platform, screaming, and tapping dogs.
Oh,
she said she was going to die. So I put the man out on the spot like about it. Maybe there's something I can do.
Okay, guys, take a look.
Shut it down there.
Oh my God.
It looked like something internal was coming out. I was scared. It was pretty obscene to see. The panic. I called 911.
It's my girlfriend. She's in extreme pain or something. I don't come out of her uterus. She's in a lot of pain. No, there's no chance she's pregnant, right? Oh, she's bleeding out there. I'm going to check the marina.
They speed to the nearest dock where an ambulance soon arrives.
Hey! I heard the spectre coming out of the dock, and I could hear voices.
I was thinking if you're getting the hospital, you don't need to walk.
I got one child onto the stretcher.
I was like this. I'm just thinking to myself, she'll be alright.
All of a sudden, I just felt this thing go whoosh.
I woke up.
My partner and I just looked at each other and just dropped our jaws.
And I just hear it. I woke up. There's a baby there.
I had no idea what it could have been, but I just know that I felt so much better.
I had to tell her that she just delivered a baby.
When you argued with them, and I didn't have a baby. What are you talking about? I'm pregnant. It's not mine.
She honestly looked at me like I was completely insane.
At the hospital, doctors rush the baby away. Matt and Christine wait anxiously to find out the health of their new baby.
Hi.
They said, no, just getting back. Fine. She's 100% healthy.
She's full term, 7 pounds, and 19 and a half inches long.
Coming in at number 3, a story about a surprise birth while on a road trip. It's September 27, 2010, and young married couple Stacy and Chris begin their 2,000-mile drive from Ohio to Washington State.
We drove through the afternoon. We finally decided that we were going to call it quits that evening at around 9 o'clock. We pulled into a rest area and we decided that we were going to just sleep in the car. At around 5, I had to go to the bathroom. So I went to stand up and get out of the car. And I thought I peed myself. I went into the bathroom and I realized that it wasn't pee. It was this clear liquid. Anything female related, I chop it up to common cystic ovarians. I assumed that it was the cyst rupture.
When Stacy was 17, she was diagnosed with polycystic ovarian syndrome.
Polycystic ovarian syndrome is a condition that's associated with irregular periods and the frequency of ovulation.
She told me that I would only have a 12% chance of conceiving a child naturally. I was so crushed.
Stacy and Chris resumed their road trip early the next morning.
I started having cramps.
They gave me a call and said, "Mama, your son is hurt quite a bit." I said, "If it's actually that painful, you need to get to a hospital."
No, I think I'll be okay. No, I'll be okay.
I tried to convince her, but I was like, I don't want anything bad to happen to you.
You cried first.
Cell phone service cut out. I had no idea where I was going to go to take her if something bad happened. The couple decides to go into a rest area along a remote stretch of highway.
I ran directly to the bathroom. It felt like I was being torn in half.
I reached down and I felt a ball. I assumed that I had begun to pass the cyst. Chris came in to check on me, and I told him that I was passing the cyst and that he needed to call an ambulance.
Luckily, that came almost there. 911, what is your emergency?
Just a problem with my wife. We think it might be a cyst. She's not sure.
Are you taking that letter? We did one second.
We're at a rest area on 90. I'm starting to panic because I got in there. There's like a 1.4 on this payphone.
I was scared to reach, so
it took me a few minutes before I reached through and I looked down and it was a foot. A little blue foot.
Okay, now the thing I freaked out. I was like, oh my god. How many weeks did that pregnant was she? After an extremely difficult delivery, the newborn barely comes to life.
The baby was alive, and that's all that mattered to me.
We have lots of options for you guys, okay? When paramedics arrived, they moved the baby into the ambulance for the 9-mile drive to the nearest hospital. That was the most agonizing drive of my life. Our family was finally complete, and I didn't want anyone to take that away from me, so it was great. Great girl. It's touch and go as the 4-pound 2-ounce boy receives medical care. After 7 agonizing days, the doctor only gives Stacy and Grace some good news.
So he's breathing strong. He's one of the healthiest babies that we have shipping right now.
The doctor told me that he was doing amazing and that we could take him home that day.
That was the best thing of our life. Made my heart melt.
Coming up in story number 2.
I just had a baby. He's not moving. He's not crying.
I didn't know I was pregnant. It was shocking.
All right, ready? Such as Bill and I.
Here, not exist in this dojo. Tells you about how awesome it is until you experience it yourself. Leftovers, reheated, removed, and refilled. Even when they're done, there's stuff left over. New Dawn Platinum Power Clean. Power through tough dry-on messes in seconds. A drop of Dawn and grease is gone.
She said her first blood, on her first day of school, made a best friend forever. Without taking my Subaru, is where she grew up.
The 2015 Subaru Forester. What's to be here for your family? Well, it's what makes a Subaru a Subaru. Caring for someone with Alzheimer's means I am loving things. I am her best friend. I am her ally. So I asked her to add 1 daily Limited XR to her current treatment for moderate to severe Alzheimer's. It works differently. When added to another Alzheimer's treatment, it may improve overall functioning and cognition, and may slowly worsen your symptoms for a while. The Linda XR doesn't change if the disease progresses. It shouldn't be taken by anyone allergic to medicine or who's had a bad reaction to the Linda XR or its ingredients. Before starting treatment, tell the doctor if they have or ever had a seizure disorder, difficulty passing urine, kidney or bladder problems, and about medications they're taking. Certain medications, changes in diet, or medical condition will affect the amount of Linda XR in the body and may increase side effects. The most common side effects are headache, diarrhea, and dizziness. All my life, she's been there for me. Now I am giving back. Ask their doctor about what's daily Linda XR and learn more free trial offer at LindaXR.com. Thanks.
5, 6, 7, 8 o'clock, 9, 10, 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock,
I'm into this family. Going into a relationship as part of this family, it's crazy.
Mary's Jerry's girlfriends. I think he's getting ready to propose to him. It can be very flirty and weird, and I was like, oh my goodness.
So have your blessing.
I'm very excited to see Jerry home doing.
I still don't have nailed down exactly what we're doing. I did, but that is the Wolfess family. All news stay dead. Everyone needs TLC. One woman discovered a shocking new thrill at an amusement park, and it's not the roller coaster, but it is number 2 on our countdown. In January of 2006, Mona and her boyfriend Armando are enjoying life as new parents of a 6-month-old boy.
After having Isaac, having more children never crossed my mind. Within that time, we were just using condoms. I was still having bi-monthly periods, and everything seemed fine. Where did we go?
On September 23rd, the couple and their son visited an amusement park with her family.
I was excited because that was the first family vacation that we were taking. We spent the whole day there. We were watching our grandson. We got on all the rides.
Before long, Mona is feeling ill,
I felt like I had to throw up.
but she is determined to ride the park's biggest roller coaster. It's one of those that just goes up and down and turns quickly and make it fast.
The ride itself, it would jerk you around a lot. When we got off the roller coaster, I had mentioned to Armando my stomach hurts really bad. When we came back, I still feeling about me.
She okay? Yeah, I think it's that. The conclusion was that she was going to stun her monthly, and it got worse as it went along.
I sat down to rest, thinking that was going to make everything better when my back pain started. I think we're having a winter. I told my mom I just need to go to the bathroom before we go. I don't walk into the bathroom. I knew it wasn't just my monthly period anymore. Honey, are you alright in there? Oh, I don't think I'm on. I kept going by and I'm like, are you okay? And she's like, I'm getting these real sharp pains and they're really hurting. I walked out. I said to my husband, I said, Mona, she's cramping her bed. She can't get up to the find a wheelchair. I just thought I was having a problem, but the pain really started to get bad. I stood up because then I felt like I had to throw up.
When Mona stands up, a violent pain rocks her. Just as sudden, her body relaxes.
In that short amount of time, standing up, there was no more pain. The cramping was gone, the pain in my back was gone.
Mona looks down and is horrified by what she discovers.
I just had a baby. I couldn't believe it.
I asked them that if I could get a blood check. Right before I left, the registered nurse suggested, where's your daughter at? Let's go see how she's doing. She walks in, she runs out to get going. And then the scream like followed her. I said, that's Mona. And I just went in. First thing I see is this baby on the cement floor and coordinated to my daughter Mona. I said, I'm gonna go get that.
He's not moving. He's not crying. And I turned around. The paramedics were there.
The paramedics cut the umbilical cord and cleared the baby's airways to get to the car.
And then all of a sudden he cried. I heard this paramedic say, that's all I'm here from you. It's for you to cry. I was happy that he was crying and moving. He was 7 pounds, 3 ounces. He was a healthy baby.
Coming up, it's our number 1 bird. I saw the baby was coming. That was happening. But didn't know I was pregnant. I was shocking. It's been an incredible season, and now we're going to share more than ever which is quite good for marriage. She's been already by entertaining. Anyways, the 2-hour 19-hit season finale, Tuesdays Better Days on TLC.
I don't feel like, what's that? Why don't I feel like a rock?
The perfect dress makes your heart sing.
I want my foyer to smell more. I want his bedroom to smell like he's away at boarding school.
Surround yourself with up to 6 hours of luxurious long-house feasting, introducing you unstoppable snare refresher. Huh. 15 minutes can save you 15% or more on car insurance. Everybody knows. Well, did you know that game show hosts should only host game shows? Samantha, do you take Kevin as your lawfully wedded husband? Or would you rather have a new car? Say hello to the season's hottest convertible hell and say goodbye to some Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more. Greetings, dude. I'm a woman boy. I don't try one up to earn anything. Yes, you do. Sure. Oh, yeah. Okay. That shit will drive you to now you can breakfast to get shit. Cash gets you United Thousands hotels. Sign up for Blue Rewards at a today.
Finally, something that works. Helps all my digestive problems. My immune system is safe. People don't have feelings about any probiotic. Culturelle, but the proven probiotic supports digestive and immune health. Culturelle, #1 for a reason.
If you touch the application, a movie machine, and a camera, very much excited. In 2050, the evolution of our skill now available with Engineers 2.4 direction, using our underscore now for 175. On May 29th, there's only one word how everyone's mind. Bradley Cooper and the Stone. What do I usually have to offer you? But I think that just works. PG-13. That's it. Good job. Nice coding. Get this one next.
Oh, what are you guys doing?
Making sure nothing sticks.
What did I do there to put all this stuff on?
Huh? Nobody wants to know people.
Dishes is not cascade flour. It powers through your toughest starchy methods better than finishes that the first time, as if your dishes were non-stick. Cascade, now that's clean.
Health for Disney. And health for Bernie. Health for Disney. Which means number 3. Health for Meats. That is number 1. And health for helicopter throwing money. And helicopter people have. Health for West Disney Braddock and Bethel Park. Because we didn't take more than care for some of the people. We're here to help them all. Health for all. Out of the government. Introducing simple checking for percent. Why we call it simple? Because the more you use the concept of 1 year sleep cycle, you also get to enjoy others' benefits. Balance, peace, plus more nature searching mobile checking concept and once for balance. And now, for the first thing I can see checking out and see qualified direct deposits, you get your dollars. Yeah, it's that simple.
Everything seems when you don't have your family, you have nothing. I can't wait to go to church waters with your Sunday morning first and nothing. Mary's Tears Girlfriend, and we think you pay very different post to it. It can be very flirty and you're sitting around like, oh my goodness.
I remember to have your blessing. From this family, all new Tuesday at 10. High winds, dark clouds, and the sound of an ambulance. It can only mean one thing. It's time for our #1 most shocking birth. On July 25th, 2007, a violent tornado tears through the Midwest. In the midst of the storm, Kayla is in an ambulance about to give birth.
Damn.
She had no idea she was pregnant.
I was shocked. I was surprised. It was definitely surreal.
How did Caleb miss the sign of pregnancy? 9 months earlier, Kayla thought nothing of missing a period because she's always had an irregular cycle.
Generally, when I would get my period, it would be every 3 months, if not more.
So when Kayla missed his periods, it's not unusual, and it doesn't alert her to the fact that she might be pregnant. Then, on the night of July 24th, Kayla gets what she thinks are menstrual cramps.
I usually had pretty bad cramps, so I went to bed. And then the next morning when I woke up, it was really bad.
Kayla deals with the pain for hours, but by afternoon, the cramps are getting worse. Terrified, she calls her best friend Nikki.
Hello?
She said that she wasn't really feeling that great.
I'm in a lot of pain. Okay, I'll be right there.
As they head for the local clinic, Kayla's pain is so severe that they ignore the ominous weather.
It was definitely tornado weather.
15 minutes later, Kayla and Nikki arrive at the town's only medical clinic.
Can you help here, please?
And the doctor gave it saw me pretty quickly. And he told me that he would have to run a blood test before he gave me any pain medication. A little while after the test came back.
You are pregnant.
I don't think I said anything to him when he told me because I was too shocked. He said, "This is your baby's heartbeat."
Shocked to hear the news of her pregnancy, she's absolutely stunned when the doctor goes on to say that her pain indicates she's in labor now.
They didn't have a labor and delivery unit.
In spite of the dangerous weather, Kayla needs to be transported to the closest hospital, 2 hours away. The weather has taken a turn for the worse. Raging winds reaching nearly 60 miles an hour, the full-fledged tornado warning issued by the entire region. In these conditions, cars are at risk for being blown right off the road. The ambulance is forced to drive slowly. The typically 2-hour drive is going on 3 hours. Still miles from the hospital. Kayla knows it's time.
It was crazy. The EMTs had never delivered a baby before. So I told them I think the baby's coming. And we weren't to the hospital yet, and the EMTs were worried about delivering their first baby in an ambulance. I felt the baby was coming.
Kayla pushes for just 3 minutes, and the baby emerges, still and quiet.
That's all. I did it. They cut the cord, and they told me I had a girl.
The ambulance finally makes it to the hospital.
As soon as we got to the hospital, they took her away right away.
Doctors examine the baby. Kayla is cleared of any complications and is moved to recovery, where she waits for news.
The doctor came in
How you doing? I'm okay.
and told me that she was healthy. She was 6 pounds, 13.5 ounces, and 19.5 inches long. It was an amazing moment. And the really big relief.
And if I never realized that everything was okay.
The following program contains dramatizations of real people and events. Some names and identifying details may have been changed. How could a woman not know she's pregnant? Not just once, but twice. Because fanatic Crystal went into labor without ever knowing she was pregnant.
I was obviously really shocked that I could just give birth to a baby on birth control. That's a baby.
Not like why? Not until she was pregnant, and a year later, she unexpectedly gives birth a second time.
How that happened once, let alone twice, it's just so crazy.
And Chicago college student Tawanda is caught off guard when she goes into labor after a night out with the girls.
had no clue of even being pregnant.
But what happens a decade later gives her the shock of her life.
This cannot be happening again.
How? For the first time ever, these are the incredible true stories of women that have been pregnant twice and didn't know.
Never in my wildest dreams could I have possibly imagined not knowing that I was pregnant once, but having it happen less than a year later again.
In the autumn of 2011, 23-year-old Crystal and her new boyfriend Dan are quickly falling in love.
I'm in South Country right now.
Crystal and I had actually known each other in high school. I always thought she was beautiful. She's on my league. But I was very persistent. I wasn't giving up.
He pretty much would call me every day to hang out, and then eventually he scooped some charm in there and got me to do them.
By the time the new year rolls around, Crystal is making plans to move to Houston with Dan for his job. Along with her son from a previous relationship, 2-year-old Aston. Son to Houston.
I know.
I love that. It's hard. So that's how you take one.
Both of us eventually wanted to ask him how my brother and sister just were not been on it happening anytime soon. When I was pregnant with Aston, I did have a little basketball nose, swollen ankles, and I was tired.
Now, 6-foot Crystal is back to being lean and toned. She's an exercise fanatic that works hard to stay in shape.
So I decided that I was going to do an exercise program from home just because I have a toddler. This is what they need.
Yes,
Crystal worked out pretty much every single day. Hard workout videos like the intense ones. After moving to Houston with Dan, Crystal switches from the pill to getting birth control shots.
That was just something that was recommended to me like immediately. It was every 3 months, which was slightly later than taking a pill every day.
Soon after, Crystal experiences one of the injection's most common side effects: irregular periods.
There's some months where I'll get it twice in a month. It'll be for like 2 weeks long, and then I'll get it again. I've definitely even missed the month before, and everything was completely fine.
And because she's on birth control shots, it never crosses Crystal's mind that she might be pregnant.
That was just unbelievable. I had no clue of even being pregnant. And it happened to me at that time.
In 2000, Tawanda was a hard-working college student with an eye toward the future.
I was independent, living on my own, going to school and work. I wanted to go to the Navy.
come in. To one. You're not even dressed. Everybody will be looking us in the club. Better get up.
I've not to one since I was 7 years old. We have been best friends our whole life. She's always been an outgoing person. She's very fun and outgoing. She's a Leo. So she's kind of feisty.
Tawanda also plays hard, enjoying the dance club scene in her native Chicago.
I had a very big problem playing. This is my 8 of us. Always party together all the time. I had no kids. I'm very independent and no one, so of course I just had the time of my life. No use.
Tawanda has been living on her own for 5 months when she began dating her neighbor, Andrew.
Because I was thinking that maybe we should go somewhere outside this cover.
She started liking me, I started liking her, and we started hanging out. Started doing a lot of stuff.
It's good, I mean,
Ooh.
you didn't.
It was just chemistry from the bed up. We had the same background. You know, we had a lot of things in common. Though they have a very close relationship, Tawanda and Andrew have no plans to tie the knot and start a family.
Andrew was in college. He was a part-time student. I actually put myself on birth control because I was just getting out on my own, being independent, and kids were the furthest thing away from my mind.
Anybody feel another baby?
He was very respectable, no pressure ever from him. He was a total gentleman. And we've been together ever since then.
That summer, Tawanda feels more worn out than usual. She has more difficulty being on her feet all day.
My weekday consisted of getting up at 5 a.m., going to work, coming home, going to school part-time, and my feet was swelling. But then again, I worked a lot and I was on my feet, so I thought that was normal. Other than that, nothing changed with my body. I didn't notice that I had put on any kind of weight at all. I continued to have a menstrual and I was just living a normal life.
Then, on October 17, 2001, Tawanda is spending a night out with the girls.
I won't forget that night. I was enjoying myself like I normally did.
I don't know. Something don't feel right.
The pain came to the lower part of my stomach. It felt like somebody had took a knife and just stabbed me in the stomach. That one sharp pain I got was kind of like a blow. But I just didn't feel good at all.
Suddenly, Tawanda is struck with a wave of pain.
I felt horrible.
It's just so cool.
My first thought was, you need to go home and you need to lie down. Maybe you've had too much to drink.
Then I need something. You want me to go with you? No, I get register? Yeah.
The club is just 10 minutes from Tawanda's apartment.
So I thought it's gonna be okay if I walk home alone by myself. The pain that I had leaving that club at night was nothing I have ever felt in my life. I wasn't far from the club before I hit the ground. I had a phone on me at the time, but the pain was so bad. I couldn't even dial 911 if I wanted to. I didn't know what was going on with me. And I thought I was just going to die up there on the ground. Alone.
Coming up, Tawanda's first delivery is a wild ride. And later, Crystal discovers her stabbing pains are more than kidney stones.
First off, didn't even pregnant. I have to start being pretty much right then and there.
What are you doing? The 5 of us are comparing hundreds of travel sites to find best deal on my flight. That's dumb. You could have gone to kayak.com and done the same thing in seconds.
Compare hundreds of travel sites at once and save on your next flight. Kayak. Search one and done. For the 51 million of us who live in uncomfortable underwear, this is new Defense Silhouette Active Fit. It's slim and smooth, so wearing it is no big deal. Get a free sample of Depend at underwearness.com. You know, I tried one of those bubble hats, but I had to use only sheet for still. The wet just was bigger. I knew I should have bought Bounty. Bounty is huge. I'm going to absorb and strong when wet. Just look how much longer Bounty lasts versus one of the garden wear towels. And that's easier. Bounty is a lot faster because it's a grabber. I'm now trying new Bounty with Dawn, available in paper towel.
Strength is empowering. So is beauty. That's why I'm so excited about the new Skin Brush Truly Radiant Manual Toothbrush. It's the only manual toothbrush with a rotating head that helps blast away back for a cleaner, whiter, truly radiant smile. Guaranteed.
Look, are you an African American? You will have been on the street that's when they love their other people. Great deal on that Monday. Friendly neighborhood. Right now, we want to see our overstretched utility this year. 14 passenger pilot. And the top-rated cars. Watch this shaky, lively, great gas mileage. I reached out about it. And Honda will be best overall brand. So get your friendly neighborhood on today. Great cars, great people.
It's been an incredible season, and the Elms are share more than ever before, which is funded for marriage. She's the more we are advocating. Don't miss the 2-hour 19-hit season finale, Tuesday starting at 8 on TLC. After a night at the club on October 17, 2001, Tawanda on her way home collapses in excruciating pain on an empty Chicago city street.
No one was out, no cars driving by. I was terrified. I just couldn't move. I was stuck. I just thought I was gonna lay there and die.
Tawanda desperately flags down the passing taxi. Thankfully, it stops.
I was so grateful that the taxi cab stopped for me. I think you could see the hurt that was on my face. I said, I can't walk. I'm in excruciating pain. I want to go home. I told him where home was. Where you go? He helped me up into the cab. There is nowhere I go. Once I got up, I felt like I had peed on myself. I began to have that excruciating pain again, and I had one pain just knocked me out.
As the taxi speeds toward her apartment, Tawanda suddenly feels an enormous pressure bearing down on her.
I'm ripping off my feet because I'm having this pressure. It's something coming out of me. I know now that I'm having a baby.
A baby. And the back like
was pushing out a baby. Had no clue of even being pregnant. Once the cab made it to my house, Andrew, he's beating on the door. Andrew!
As Tawanda screams to push her baby out, the cab driver desperately tries to wake her boyfriend, Andrew.
Andrew, you know Tawanda? Yeah, what's up?
He's like, she's in my cab. She's really about to have a baby.
Right now.
A baby?
Come on, man. She has a baby in the child.
I'm not, it's literally stuck for words.
Pick it up, you like that?
By the time he reaches the cab, Tawanda has given birth.
Oh boy, black people land is never is well.
How?
The baby is out, but the umbilical cord still attached. What is this? What am I supposed to do with this? I was terrified because I didn't even know what this was. I didn't know was I supposed to pull it or what to even do with it.
That's the baby we go to.
The taxi driver basically told me, don't do anything with it until you get to the hospital so they make sure the baby is fine and safe.
Come on, man. Go, man. Keep moving. Go on. How do you got those? How do you crazy, man? All right, people.
The stunned driver rushes Tawanda and Andrew with their surprise baby to the nearest emergency room.
All of the hospital right now. Hang on. Move, man. Move this thing.
I'm yelling at the cab driver.
Pull it down, man. Get you right.
To go through that red light.
Andrew was definitely in shock. I thought that I was in a dream. I thought this is not real. This is not happening to me.
It takes the cab driver just 4 minutes to get to the hospital and drop off the stunned new parents.
I'm just in total shock until
No
I get to the
camera, not like
hospital.
this.
And it hit me. I'm a mom.
The medical team instantly goes to work, cutting the umbilical cord, cleaning up both Tawanda and her newborn before whisking her baby away to check his vitals. The 51 that is still reeling from the shock of their reveal. Tawanda and Andrew are now consumed with worry for their baby's health.
So there was alcohol consumption during the pregnancy.
It's like fun. Clubs and all that here now.
All I did was work, party, and drink. I'll never forget myself. Of course, I didn't know I was pregnant. I thought, is she okay? You know, was there going to be some type of deformity?
And you don't know that. He's been evaluated. In March of 2013, busy mom and exercise fanatic Crystal is suddenly losing energy and her desire to work out.
Moms don't have pretty time for sure. I'm so exhausted and so tired, but I just kind of overlooked it. Especially with a toddler. I'm also anemic, so I do get tired a lot anyway, so that's just something I'm used to.
At the end of May, just a few months after moving to Houston, Crystal is blindsided by feeling that feels like more than a full muscle.
I'm getting sharp abdomen and sharp back pain. It's like jabbing you and it's stabbing you in the stomach. I just kind of stepped it up and just waited for them to come on.
She really had a stomach ache. She was just out of it.
I took a bath and just really relaxed once I got home and tried and just feel better. But I just was feeling really sick, super sharp even in my abs and sharp in my abs.
Crystal has been taking the birth control shot, so she never even considered that pregnancy could be the cause of her pains.
I felt very like too routine, like it was when I had gallstones. She was actually a lot of pain.
What's going on? Coming up, Crystal's boyfriend gets his first shocking surprise. I got a text from her saying you can get me right now. I'm like, what? And later, Tawanda doesn't know she's pregnant. Again, there's
It's stressful with acne as an adult. Forcing you to alter your wardrobe, adopt a new hairstyle. Stop hiding your acne and start fighting it. SDN. Prescription medicine has 2 medicines that fight acne. On that century white. Simple.
And if you have Crohn's, inflammation of the colon, or have colitis or severe diarrhea, test antibiotic use. Stop use if you develop severe watery or bloody diarrhea or severe abdominal cramps as you heal. Do not use allergic to clindamycin, benzoyl peroxide, clindamycin, or any of the ingredients from it. Stop use and call your doctor if you have an allergic reaction if this can be serious. The most common side effect is skin irritation, especially if used with other active products. Stop use and call your doctor if you have a rash or very red, burning, itchy, or swollen skin. Limit your time in the sun. Avoid tanning beds and sunlamps.
So stop hiding and start fighting your acne with the new Unextin. Talk to your dermatologist today.
Take a closer look at Charmin Ultra Soft and you'll love what you see. Not only can you use less, but you can actually see the softness in our comfort cushions.
Why not enjoy the Charmin Ultra Soft?
When it came to dinner, I used to try anything to make my family happy. And I'd be family. Now I just serve tasty crispy chicken strips. They can't get enough. The crispy home-style bread with special seasoning. I love the juicy all-white chicken breast with no added hormones or steroids. And I can serve them with a side on a salad or in wrap. Now everyone's happy. And I didn't even need the certain set. Tasty crispy chicken strips. Family dinner done. Rushing to work all those years. From time in service to different jobs to community college. All that hard work, it matters. It's going to be at university fees, counting relevant work, college experiences, credits toward your degree. Nothing more than things done.
it's been a long way since leaving the comic shop.
Everything has changed. Why can't we get your mom? You don't have your family. You have nothing.
All right, ready?
Not just one eye.
Fear does not exist in this dojo.
It tells you about how awesome it is until you experience it yourself. This season of the couple is Tuesday, 26th at 9 on TLC. 23-year-old Crystal, a mother and exercise fanatic, uses the shot for birth control. She's suddenly been blindsided by excruciating pain, and a hot bath is providing no relief.
Because sharp in my abs and sharp in my back. The pain was definitely on and off.
Crystal's gallbladder was removed a year earlier.
The doctors have told me that it is still possible for me to get kidney stone. So I was like, well, I'm going to try it out.
But the pain continues through the night.
So I'm thinking, it's got to be kidney stone. But I just definitely wanted to go to the doctor and check it out.
The following morning, Dan gets a babysitter for Aston and drops Crystal off at the emergency room. Now the sales manager and running the meeting of 20 guys. But dropped off at the hospital to that goes to work. Not thinking it was that serious.
And I sat in the emergency room and waited
they had asked to take a urine sample and everything like that to check a couple of things.
We have your lab results.
Is it a kidney stone?
No, it isn't. I'm gonna need to do an ultrasound.
So they want to do an ultrasound to make sure everything's okay.
Crystal went to the ER thinking she had kidney stones.
Serious.
What's serious?
You're in labor.
They said it looked to be about 36 weeks.
She's about to deliver a full-term baby without ever knowing she was pregnant.
No, I don't understand. I feel like we're having a baby now.
Right now? Yep, you're gonna have a baby.
I couldn't believe it because I was taking a shot for one, but on top of that, I was still spotted and bleeding.
What?
When I had an accident, I had contractions, but they were definitely a lot more mild compared to the pain that I just didn't have a clue.
Crystal isn't sure how to break the shocking news to her boyfriend, Dan.
I didn't know how to figure out the words, just I didn't say like, it's not kidney stone, I'm in labor, so I told him to just get to the hospital. I got a text from her saying, you need to get here right now. I was terrified of what's going on. So I drove to the hospital fast. Like, not only was I super terrified about pretty much just having to have a baby on the spot, I was alone. Not only that, but I'm in so much pain. I wasn't able to take any kind of drugs there. But the doctor made it pretty clear that I need to push.
After 10 minutes of pushing, Crystal gives birth to a 7-pound, 14-ounce baby boy.
He'll be in good hands.
They have to take him right afterwards to do all kinds of testing on him to make sure he was okay, everything was okay. I was definitely scared.
Dan arrives at the hospital not knowing Crystal was given birth or was even pregnant. And they had told me that Crystal was in maternity. Like, what's going on here? Like, I know she wasn't pregnant. Walking to Crystal and she was sitting there, I'm so nervous. I can see a baby there in the little bed. And to me, I thought the baby was plastic. I really thought the baby was plastic. I didn't register that we had a baby. All of a sudden, the nurse nonchalantly says,
I'll be in touch with the right kid and circumcised.
"Should I get the baby circumcised or something like that?" I'm like, whoa, what? What baby? Of course. I was speechless. I didn't know what to say.
Circumcised? Oh, good Lord. How?
It's a huge relief that the baby is in perfect health, but the unknown pregnancy leaves Crystal and Dan with lots of questions.
I was obviously really shocked that I did this kid birth to a baby on birth control. Just how that could even happen.
The most common reason for failure of the injection would be coming off of the injection schedule, so missing doses. It's very important that you get the birth control shot at least every 13 weeks.
The doctor said because of her height and her large torso, the baby had a lot of room. People have expectations of what a baby bump should look like, and that varies quite a bit. The position of the baby was made from what happened. Whether she notices it, and other people notice it, it makes a big difference. She wanted me to decide where the baby is, naming Christopher after my father. I was just getting used to being the father of Aston, and then all of a sudden Christopher was born, and I'm so happy. We all understand me. And they're like, that's what I love you. While the couple celebrates the unexpected birth of Christopher, they have no idea how quickly their family will be expanding again.
Hey, Aston, can you stop throwing your toys everywhere?
9 months later, the new family is in the thick of relocating to Maryland for Dan's job. Crystal's Aunt Heather lives nearby and becomes their part-time nanny.
Where do you want me to put this stuff? Anywhere, everything's such a mess.
Giving Crystal so much needed relief.
You know what, where might I take him out for a little bit? Dan!
What? I definitely was getting super irritable.
Why do you have to leave everything lying around?
I'm kind of like, he's just here, but things that I'm not
Worse than the kids.
Her movie. Her family also has 2 kids, so it just figured stress.
But by May of 2013, Dan notices something more than Crystal's mood swings. Someone's getting her belly.
What?
And back there, I noticed her stomach was a little different, you know, like nothing extraordinary. I said something to her.
What? No.
She had no symptoms, no signs. She didn't feel it. She was skeptical.
Just felt getting period pretty much. And I said I wouldn't think that, oh wait, there's this period.
Not wanting to take any chances, she decides to take a home pregnancy test. Krista was no longer using birth control injections and has been planning to get back to the pill once she finds a new doctor.
And because everything was Christopher, we were like, no more surprising. No way. And I'm positive and fairly super jazzed about it.
As shocked as they are by the result, Crystal and Dan are also excited.
We're thinking that early on into pregnancy, like 2 months long. You could do all the steps together, go to the doctor, get the ultrasound picture, and have to get a picture of her. Seriously, all the things that we missed out on. I was gonna do it every single one and wake up for Christopher's.
Crystal and Dan decide to hold off on an announcement until they visit the doctor the following week. But just a few days later, Crystal wakes up in excruciating abdominal pain.
I felt like I had to go to the doctor, like really bad. So much damage. I knew at that point what was going on. I'm like, oh my god, this is happening right now. There's a baby coming up.
Coming up, Tawana still doesn't know she's pregnant.
This just came out. We have the hugging. What do you think?
First thing with you, it was a idea. I feel like I'm in a much you would think that this was something reality. Like a one time class.
Don't stop. It's gonna be
Very similar to mine.
that's the way like that.
Yeah, that's Caroline Stephen.
This is shit. I can totally run the system.
Pretty boss. Sure, kind of does. That's really cool. This is the channel. Pretty cool. Maybe I will.
That was good. I'm the one who rewards you. It's time to get some remedies together.
You're feeling yourself in the pool. I thought we were honeymooning in Rio. Was this magic?
No. Must be. Well, so what are we doing? Surrounding. Sure. Actually. 15,000 points each month. We have over 7,500 hotels. Sign up at WoodyRewards.com today.
Great, another wedding. I have a bridesmaid in 3. It's okay. I joined 14 online dating sites.
14 is one of the eHarmony.
I don't have time for all those eHarmony questions.
Then you want faster forever. Only eHarmony.com takes the time to find you that perfect someone.
Another invite. Oh, here's the dress.
eHarmony.com. Stop waiting. Start communicating for free today. When it comes to dating, it's changed the Use digital paper cigarettes. These are the same in the USA. Our smart microprocessor controls heat and power up to 2,000 grams a second. There's superior paper. And our new equipment is blended by our experts at Quante Reynolds for great taste satisfaction. Use the perfect coffee. First time.
This album is fun. After a level, she's reading the right. Children's Alexa is non-housing medical anesthesia. It gives kids the best long-lasting relief from even their toughest symptoms. After a level, she can stop suffering and start living.
My friend loves it makes me feel really health conscious. Gold Bar Rapid Healthy Skin Therapy. Use daily exfoliate, smooth, soft, and dry skin. Reduces up to 72%. I can wear whatever I want. It's liberating. Gold Bar. Ultimate motion, ultimate.
home titles. An incredible season, and now the Duggars share more than ever before, which is quite a bit of advantage. She's been over it like a Katie. Yes, the 12 and 19 weeks season finale, Tuesday starting at 8 on CLC. Chicago college student and party girl Tawanda has just been rushed to a hospital after giving birth in a cabin without ever knowing she was pregnant. She and her boyfriend Andrew wait anxiously as doctors assess the health of their newborn son. He's been evaluated. She didn't know. And she can't on partying and drinking. His baby gonna be alright.
Any amount of alcohol in pregnancy is not safe for the baby. Alcohol can increase a woman's chance of having a baby with growth issues, stillbirth, preterm birth, and actually can increase the chances the baby might have fetal alcohol syndrome.
A couple of agonizing hours pass before Tawanda can see her infant son.
No, just stop it.
He's okay. Please stop. No problem at all.
Really? Thank God.
This baby was 9.5 pounds. He was as healthy can be. It was a miracle.
No,
Definitely.
those black people tricks.
Protecting him and me both.
No, I mean like those that black people leave the woman because she has a baby.
Surprise pregnancy caught her and Andrew off guard and comes as a complete shock to their closest friends.
What in the world? Oh, it was so beautiful. Andrew was there. She was holding the baby. And he just cried. And I just thought, I'm like, where did this come from? But he's beautiful. It was a surprise. She wasn't having strange cravings or anything. You didn't know you were pregnant? I had no idea. I didn't know everything different about it.
Being pregnant was the last thing I had thought about because I still continue to take my birth control pills.
Women who are overweight have a higher body mass, and the medication has to be distributed over a larger area, and therefore the hormone levels will be less, and birth control.
Hearing you make fun of us.
Okay, I can't believe you was 11 and now you got a baby boy.
He was such a blessing. It felt like I was complete. I always thought I was missing something, but after having him, I felt so complete. I named him Zakari after the taxi driver because if he had stopped, I don't know what would happen. And although that wasn't a positive experience with having a child inside of a cab, he was the joy of my life, and I wanted more.
The following winter, in February of 2003, Tawanda and Andrew married and quickly expanded their family over the next few years. Take it up in the road. After Christ, don't you want to be a girl or not a boy? It was 4 instead of 2. And with each pregnancy after Zakari, Tawanda has typical symptoms, including a noticeable baby bump.
I ended up having a daughter, and then I had 3 more boys. I was done. My house was full.
After having her 5th child in April of 2008, Tawanda starts getting a contraceptive shot every 3 months.
I was full-time mom, going to school online, and I decided to go back on birth control. It's over that. I suspect it's supposed to be 99.9% effective. There we go.
All right, have a good day.
But soon after, Tawanda begins to feel some discomfort.
I started feeling just nauseous all the time. I didn't think anything of it because I was always feeling nauseous.
Tawanda chalks up her queasy stomach to being a little run down and has no idea of what's to come. While raising 5 kids, the busy mom still manages to carve out quality moments with him. My name says so. Have moments where I say, oh, you know, mommy and daddy died. So in April of 2009, 10 months after starting birth control injections, Tawanda and Amber were enjoying a backyard barbecue at the home of Tawanda's best friend, Felicia.
A few of my friends were over, and we were playing cards and listening to music.
You alright? What's wrong, honey?
I don't know. Tawanda kept saying that her stomach was firm. She felt lightheaded and a little queasy.
I think it's a slider fluid getting to me, the feeling.
Oh, I'm sorry, man.
Want to go upstairs, lay in my bed?
I went to lie down and I started to feel like I had to vomit. I go to the bathroom and it's just so forcefully wants to come up, but nothing's there.
Now feeling nauseous and faint, Tawanda lies down in Felicia's bedroom and drifts off to sleep.
About 20 minutes or less. I heard her screaming. I ran to the room.
You wonder what's wrong?
I see my best friend on my bed with her legs out saying something to somebody.
Coming up,
This again, Joey.
Tawanda doesn't know she's pregnant again. Loses.
Alright, ready? I'm just feeling alright.
Fear does not exist in this dojo.
It tells you about how awesome it is until you experience it yourself. Season 2 next Tuesday, the 26th at 9 on TLC. Meet Vicar. She loves to shop online with her debit card, and so does Bill, an identity thief who stole Mary's identity and took her hard-earned money. LifeLock Proactive Identity Theft Protection helps guard your social security number, your money, and your credit. Call now and get 60 days of LifeLock Identity Theft Protection risk-free. Use promo code ACTNOW and get this document trigger free. Call 1-800-344-9001. 8 time zones later, you finally reach this looking lavish Tokyo hotel. And so does Cadillac. But you booked the room, the switch. You got it looking right, looking.com, looking.com.
It's the Lazy Boy Memorial Day sale. Get quality, comfort, and unforgettable savings. Everything's marked down before limited time only. On inviting recliners and chairs, great looking sofas, lovely sectionals. You can pick on people, laugh, accessories, and more. Plus special financing available. The Lazy Boy Memorial Day sale. Perfect with prices so hot on quality this good. Why settle for less? Lazy Boy Furniture Gallery. Live life comfortably.
Don't judge a spy.
You'll be given a new identity.
You look like Santa Claus's wife.
The confidence builder.
Fiber cover. Witness Tuesday.
Lipstick on your teeth. Looks like you just crumbs.
Spy.
You're lying with my mouth.
Wait, this is I look amazing. Hello, doppelganger.
Clots
Clocks are a buzzkill. So Fridays is killing the clocks. And here's every day's Friday and every other attack. Get double sriracha with bacon wrapped jalapenos for a featured rate $5 or less. All day, every day. Happy Friday.
Dear boys, we had an amazing idea for you. Lots of women are using period pads for pee, but obviously they're made for periods instead of porous pads with SAM, super absorbent material that retains dryness. What if women took those period pads and turned into something awesome?
How did you recycle your period pad?
Okay, alligator.
Check out our new comfortable thin shape pads at point.com.
Tuesday, I'm a Willis family. Going into a relationship as part of the Willis family. Just crazy.
Mary's dearest girlfriends. We think he's getting ready to propose to her. It can be very flirty and weird, so kind of like, oh my goodness.
I really want to marry that girl. So I have her divorce.
It's very exciting to see your big home ring.
I still have nailed out exactly what we're doing. I do. But that is the Willis family. All new Tuesday at 10. Everyone needs TLC. And what she's done is while attending the barbecue, Tawanda complains of nausea and lies down for a nap on her friend's bed. Because she's given birth 5 times before and is taking birth control injections, she doesn't think that she could be pregnant.
You want to know what's wrong? I don't know. What's going on here?
You about to have a baby.
Again.
She was in labor without even knowing she was pregnant. Again.
She just wanted to be on that TV.
This cannot be happening to me again. This cannot be happening to me.
Tawanda's best friend, Lamisha, tries to deliver the surprise baby.
This is funny. I'm sorry.
My husband.
Poor guy.
No. This just cannot be happening to again.
More than 15 minutes in labor, Tawanda gives birth to her second surprise baby. And it's another boy.
Give me your phone, Joe. Go get some towels.
Fucking funny. I'm sorry.
The EMTs arrive just 5 minutes later.
I'm sorry. This is terrible.
Somebody's gonna have to get another job because we got 6 kids now. Although this was a surprise again for me, I was still upset.
You guys had a wild and crazy birth. Good news, healthy baby, got a healthy mother, that looks good. Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, thanks, Doc. Remarkably, Tawanda learns that she has carried a second 9-pound, 6-ounce surprise baby to full term without ever knowing she was pregnant.
I already had 5 kids at home, so mom made focus working on partying or drinking my responsibilities to my children.
And he has that face.
Once again, just like with the first child, no symptoms. I still have menstrual cycles.
Women can't get their period once they're pregnant. However, during pregnancy, a woman can have bleeding, and that can happen throughout the pregnancy. And oftentimes, women will confuse that bleeding for their period. The birth control shot can fail if a woman doesn't get the shot regularly. If she misses her appointment and goes even 2 or 3 weeks without getting the shot, it's possible that she can become pregnant during that time.
To go from knowing I was pregnant with the first child to having 4 children that I knew I was pregnant with, and now a 6th child that I didn't know I was pregnant with. It was just unbelievable.
Certainly a woman who is extremely busy with work, with life, with babies, could potentially just not have time to actually even pay attention to little things that are going on and changes in her body.
Andrew and Tawanda named their youngest son Zaire.
We both of them doing.
Tawanda, Andrew, and their 6 children recently moved into a much larger house in Beloit, Wisconsin, an hour outside of Chicago. Dakari, their oldest and first surprise baby, is 13 now. Zaire, their 6th child and second surprise, is 5.
6 kids, it's challenging, but it's fun. It keeps you alive.
They all are my world. I love them to death. 15 years together and we still going.
Tawanda and Andrew say 6 is the magic number for them, and they've made assurances that there will be no more surprises. She and her having the tubes tied. After that last one, I was like, okay, some got to do. We're done. Coming up. Check to walk the line.
It was kind of a full crowd coming in.
It's been an incredible season, and now the Duggars share more than ever before, which is from before marriage. She's the more regarded Katie. Don't miss the 2-hour magazine season finale, Tuesday starting at 8 on TBC. It's a curious thing that happens. It seems when we get to a place where no one knows us, we become most ourselves, trying new things, making new friends, laughing out loud, and dancing in the streets. It's time to venture out. Who knows just who we might discover as we come alive under the spell of pure Michigan. Your trip begins at Michigan.org.
Take a closer look at Charmin Ultra Soft and you'll love what you see. Not only can you use less, but you can actually see the softness in our comfort cushions.
Why not try this out? Charmin Ultra Soft.
There are no medals won for earning a living. It's just what you do for family. But it's hard to build a future if you can't see past today. That's why Walmart's investing in the most important part of our company, our people. Because everything pay raises the soul.
What up, Will?
It's the love on the hill. Hey, it's the real deal. Hey, the super deal. I know if you guys are the real deal. Let's go, Will.
Rental car deals at the 40% off.
Strength is empowering. So is beauty. That's why I'm so excited about the new Spin Brush Truly Radiant Manual Toothbrush. It's the only manual toothbrush with a rotating head of flat to a flat for a cleaner, whiter, truly radiant smile. Guaranteed.
I don't get it. Money land as the chefs have a lot of their site. That's all picture their whole lives to perfect one dish. Mommy only has 45 minutes. So worry, I gotta find out. All the pizza play Thursday night at 10 on Food Network. Tastes like it has more real flavor. Coming back. Oh, it's awesome. Introducing Dunkin's new coffee creamer. Extra vanilla flavor and really tasty. Look, man, we are. Are you happy? You love that